Well, good evening, guys.
Hello.
Hope everybody's being safe out there
And warm.
and warm. So, here we are again with another edition of
Love
Love Unscripted.
Unscripted.
I'm Wilbert Williams, and this is my lovely wife, Ramona Williams.
Hello.
And our topic tonight is called
Oners
Oners
Are
Are Winners.
Winners.
Yes, we said oners.
Yes, not a word, but in this household, well, at least as of the other day, it became a word.
And that's spelled Oners. And if you're a winner, you're a winner. And what do we mean by that, babe?
So, what do we mean by that? So, we were just having a conversation, and I think it stemmed from us talking about kind of, the idea of twinning, where you're doing the same thing, you kind of have that oneness with you. And so, as we normally do, having conversation and the idea of oneers, one of us said it, I don't know. But oneers in a relationship are winners. And the idea of a oneer being the two of you coming together as one. And so when you come together as one, you become winners. It kind of reflects back to our very, very first video that we did that talked about letting go of you and embracing us. And I kind of see it as an extension of that, where you are embracing the idea of being one so that you can win in your relationship.
Yes, definitely. You're no longer two, but you're one. You're one. And that's a oneer. And what that means is exactly what my wife says. You're no longer two, but one. And that means there's so many things in your life that begin to happen in unison. You'll find yourself yawning at the same time, thinking about the same thing. You get hungry at the same time. Um, you laugh at the same things. You begin to enjoy the same shows.
Using the same words at the same time.
Yeah, finishing each other's sentences. Those are the type things that when you're becoming one, you're letting go of you and embracing us becoming one. And life is so much funner at that point. Life is so much better. You're putting things together. Your finances are together. You're no longer talking about me, mine, yours. It's ours. It just becomes ours. And when that becomes your vocabulary, you know you're a winner. And that means you're a winner.
It sounds kind of silly, but I think it would also ring in your head. Think about the idea of how the force of the two of you being able to come together and the power in that, allowing you to win in areas where maybe you would not have won, or you could have, let's say, but knowing that when you come together, you bring it together as one, and then you win. Like my husband was saying, in your finances, it can be, going out and there's something that is trying to come against you in your relationship. When I say you, being the two of you, come against the two of you in your relationship. But when you are one and on one accord, I guess that's another way to look at it, using the word one, using the phrase one accord. So being together on one accord, there could potentially be an opportunity for you to lose, right? But if you hear me out, however, when you stay together on that thing, on the outside, it could look like you're losing or you've lost, but on the inside of a relationship, you know that you have not lost, because you can then still come together and identify strategies and action plans, or whatever else that you're not going to allow to come against you, and the final result being that you have lost. You'll come back in and become stronger because of a situation that could look like, oh man, we lost, but no, we're still together in this thing. We're still one, so we're going to win regardless.
Another aspect of being a winner is that you cover each other daily.
Yeah.
You pray for each other daily.
Very, very good point.
You communicate with each other daily. You love on each other daily. You have each other's backs daily. This is something that it must be a part of your covenant. And if it isn't, I would highly suggest that you begin to develop that very, 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 very quickly. And it's not too late to do that.
Right.
You know, some of you may be out there thinking, oh, they like this and I like that. Well, when you let go of you and you embrace us, then you find some likability in some of the things that your spouse,
Right.
your significant other, enjoy.
Because that's important.
Yeah, then you begin to enjoy those things together. When it's like one of those things where if your spouse or your significant other cries, you cry. If they feel sad, you feel sad. You begin to feel the same things they feel, but you have to be there to lift each other up, support each other, help guide each other, bring each other back to the point of being oneness. Because like it or not, you are individuals, but oneness takes practice. Oneness takes work.
Yeah.
And oneness is great. You'll know it when it happens. You feel like you're winning, no matter what it looks like what my wife talked about on the outside. But on the inside, you come together as one, and you know you have the victory every single time. It's called being on one accord, walking in agreement, standing together.
Yeah.
Standing together. It's I do, period.
Yeah, I do, period. And that's something that my husband came up with when we were getting married, right? So of course you're gonna say I do. You go down the aisle, you say I do. But he just had a phrase. He said, "Babe, when it's time for everything to happen, when that day comes, I have 2 words: I do." So regardless of what was going on, because of course, as during the planning process or, as things are unfolding, especially for the day, there's a lot going on, a lot of moving parts. And so he just said, hey, my response is I do. And to this day, we remind each other, sometimes it's just in a simple text, I do, nothing else. And we know what that means. Or, we'll just say it to each other, just, standing there or sitting there or not, wherever, I do. It's the idea that no matter what, between you is that oneness. And I want to bring it back to the idea of what is going on in the world right now. With, of course, the pandemic and the political climate that is going on. There's so much going on. Wow. And so you can almost not afford to come together and be one, right? Or if I were to put a positive spin on it, the outcome, the benefits of you coming together, being one, I think during this time, it's almost like you win times the power of 2, because there is so much that is coming against us right now. You have, of course, a relationship in general that takes work, but then you also have all the things that are going on in the world that cause feelings and emotions and anxiety, whatever it is, in you as an individual. And then you have to work that out within your relationship and figure out, okay, how do we still win when all of this is going on? When life as we knew it prior to the pandemic and prior to this craziness and the political climate going on, how do we still win? And I'm telling you, the way to win is being one. That is absolutely the way to win.
There's a formidable foe, and he's the enemy. He does not like marriages, especially marriages that are believers who can inspire millions.
Yeah.
And to show them who God is in our covenant, in their marriage, because 2 come together, touch and agree on anything, whatever they ask, they shall have. So it's the power of agreement, and also it's the power of you become one when you think of each other throughout the day. You always are thinking when you desire something, the other, you think about the other before yourself. You put the other person before yourself, and that's becoming one.
Yeah.
That's you put the other person's best interest before your own interest. That's becoming one. And it may not seem like it works like that, but trust me, guys, it does work like that.
Yeah.
When you're out and about and you think of your spouse, ladies, when you're out and about, think of your spouse, because that brings you guys closer. That brings you guys to knowing that as you're by yourself, that someone loves you dearly. Someone is thinking about you. You're on their minds.
Mm-hmm.
You're in their hearts. You're in their prayers. You're at the top of their list of things. You're there. You're their a number one person, and that's the way, husbands, your wife should be your a number one person. Wives, your husband should be your a number one person. That's oneness, and there's no breaking it. Threefold cord is not easily broken. That's you, your spouse, and God.
Yeah.
It's not easily broken.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, it can withstand anything. Anything the enemy can throw at you. Anything that the world can bring against you. Anything from any direction. A threefold cord is not easily broken.
Yeah, and I would say it's probably sometimes will be easier than others, right? Sometimes you'll feel that oneness more than you would probably feel at other times. And I think that is okay. What do you think about that? You think that's okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I say that is because it is okay to know that, if I don't think it's about levels of oneness.
That's good.
Once you have decided that we're one and you're operating in that, then you're one. So there's not a level like, oh, we're really one today, or oh, I'm feeling a little. No, it's like you have decided to become one, therefore you win, and so there's no level to it. You just enjoy being one because of the commitment that you have to each other. And I would say in your oneness, express that through actions. Express how you feel and what that oneness feels like to the other person.
I tell you what, here is the thought that every couple should take place, that should have in their hearts, in their minds, in their day, that no matter what I do,
yeah,
no matter the concern I do,
yeah,
no matter how deep, it's I do.
I do.
It is I do.
Yeah.
And that in itself is a breakaway from whatever the circumstance may be, because it brings you back to reality. I sent my wife a very I thought it was a very cute text. It says, I'm yours, no refunds.
No refunds.
I am yours, no refunds. And so that goes for the both of us.
Yeah.
We're lifers. We're oners. We're winners.
Yeah. Oners, winners, lifers, all that good stuff.
Yes,
I-doers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I-doers for life. It wasn't just for the ceremony, but for LIF. Yeah.
So I say to you guys, trust the covenant.
Yeah.
It's real.
Oh, that's a good point. I like
trust the covenant.
Oh, that's good.
And build on it, and allow God to weave you together.
Ooh, you hitting them hard at the end, huh, babe?
It's when you do that, when you trust in the covenant, when you trust in every
do not pay attention to our background.
And everything.
It was time out for the fireplace. It got a little warm. Okay.
Yeah, we had a background switch real quick. However, but that's being one. That's
Yeah.
seeing the situation and not allowing it to change who you guys are to each other. That's pretty funny.
Come on, fireplace.
Yeah, and that develops a whole different mindset.
Yeah.
You have so many gains when you become one.
Yeah.
There's no losing in being one.
Yeah.
Everything is a gain.
Yeah.
Because you come together and your health is better, your communication is better, your listening is better, your finances are better, how you do things, the activities of life are better. Oners are winners. Why wouldn't you do it? Why would you not become a oner?
A oner.
Oh my goodness.
Be a oner.
Please be a
Be a
oner.
oner. Be a oner with us.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And then you can show the world what a real covenant winner looks like.
Yes, what a wonderful oner winning covenant couple looks like.
Yes, absolutely.
So, yeah, I think I think that's a really good point to end on. I feel that was very strong and powerful and impactful, for our couples during this time. And, we really hope that you're able to come together and look at the idea of being one is your superpower to winning. You like that?
Yeah,
that's
good.
Free. Your superpower for winning as a couple, and try it. And if you are already doing it, which we know a lot of couples are, do it and in front of people. And that I'm talking about being one in front of people, because it also encourages and lifts and supports people that you don't even realize that maybe a couple they're not saying anything about, maybe the inside, those very intimate parts of their relationship that might not be as strong and stable, but then they see you being one and realize, what, either we have that and we want that back, or that's something that we want. So yes, be one in front of people. Let the whole world know that, hey, we're one and we're winning and we love it.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, being a oner is being a winner.
Yep.
And it's important not only to, just like what my wife said, in public and also in private.
Yeah.
And see, don't let this be a situation. Don't let life put you in a situation where you are one way in public and you are another way in private. It's got to be uniform, and that oneness will spill over to the world. Trust and believe that.
Yeah.
You can't lose. You can't lose. Oners are winners.
Yeah.
So you can't lose.
Yeah. So with that, we want to say that, like we always say, that we speak happiness and joy and comfort and peace and oneness, prosperity into your lives, into your marriage. And we love you guys out there.
Yes.
And we pray that you are able to spread the love between yourselves, each other, and then out to other people.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah. So we say hope to you all.
Hope to you all.
Bless you all.
Yep.
You're no longer two,
but
you are one. All right.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.